Jamaica's public health system is broken. Every week we hear the horror stories. Long waiting times, no beds, basic equipment not working. Hospitals and clinics are in crisis. While this government cuts ribbons, Jamaicans are being left to suffer in overcrowded, under-resourced facilities like this one. The next PNP government will change this. We're going to shift focus. We want to prioritize actual care for people when they're sick, not these mega projects with huge cost overruns and that can't finish years after they start. Refurbishing every operating theatre, creating urgent care centres island-wide so people stop waiting days for help on benches or floors. We're going to launch national screening programs to target the biggest killers of our people: cancer, hypertension, which is pressure, diabetes, which is sugar. We want to catch them early so that people's lives can be saved. We will make the investments to ensure that every parish hospital has the equipment it needs to deliver the services required by the people. And stop the outsourcing racket that leaves patients with nothing but bills and delays. And we will support our healthcare workers, not just with words, but with housing, with training opportunities, and with respect. This is not about PR, it's about saving actual people's lives. Next PNP government will deliver proper, decent healthcare for the people of Jamaica. Time come.
Big up yourself, talk your mind at top of the press, big up yourself. But remember, talk your mind and at top of the press. A long time I warn them people, before election, about the 100 law where Andrew I go pass, You see, but he just a hold back it, till after election, And if he get the third term, he might go enforce it. Remember, we not warn them long time, But them never listen. You see me? More left to come. It's just the tip of the iceberg we not get. We no bumbo clot, We no too blood clot, licky. Andrew buy on a vote. So him no want no blood clot obligation. So we don't ball to we, We no ball to Jesus. And we no bro God. When he start to enforce the law, the man need to no blood clot left, right and center. We no little labor, right? The PMP them didn't know. Big up yourself, talk your mind at top of the press, big up yourself. But my Jamaican people, we want to find out if is it the real criminal them that is getting killed now and I get charged. Right? I want to know why so much guns are passing through the watch of this government and all the sophisticated method that him have, that him can spy and we and find we anywhere we there and I listen to a phone call. Why so much guns are coming through WAF to enter Jamaica shore? What about the Coast Guard? See, the Army Coast Guard and the Security Force Coast Guard. Why they don't equip with those sophisticated method to stop the drugs and gun that coming in from Haiti to Jamaica? I wonder if this is a real criminal them. I get killed or I get charged. Or them is in Parliament same way as smuggling guns and drugs in a Jamaica same way. That I want to really know. My Jamaican, big up yourself, talk your mind at top of the press, big up yourself. My people, remember, them hide the sex offenders list, they right chuck. Say that the man, them a look excitement and the woman, them a hold back. So them forget rape. You see me? Remember this boy, rape him relative them and nearly kill the girl. You see me? And we get 3 years of prison and come back and rape again and kill people, put in a drum. And Delroy Chuck, Horace Chang and Andrew Honis go say 15 years for one little water gun where the little poor people then I go buy give them picnic. You see me? See? You little 4-year-old, 3-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old picnic. So at the prison when them build up down there, at this so the little picnic them go for water gun. And we don't hear nothing about the Chinese. We have to get out this blood clot mad boy.
But Kenan is not easing you up, sir. Let me say this. So when you think it's all over and that you are out, right, out of the red zone, no, sir, you are not. Let us show you what is happening, right? This is Wednesday, October 8th, 2025, which was yesterday, let us show you the new heat that is on. Buchanan files court action after constituted authority rejects election challenge in Prime Minister's seat. And I do agree with, of course, Comrade Buchanan. Definitely not letting it go, right? Definitely pursuing it. People's National Party candidate Paul Buchanan has taken legal action against the Constitutional Authority after it rejected his application to void the September 3 poll results in the St. Andrew West Central constituency won, so-called won, let us say that, by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness. Let us show you what Buchanan is doing. Buchanan, through his attorney, Hugh Wildman, today filed an application seeking permission for judicial review of the authority decision. This time, you Wildman, right, I respect you, but there is something that you and we will be arguing on, right? I know that you're taking this case, and of course, I think you're in the green, right? The right to do so. But we are going to argue later in the program on a different topic where I think that you really don't have any basis. But, you Wyman, as I said, I respect you. You are a very prudent lawyer. But, we will talk when we get to that subject matter. Now, Buchanan, through his attorney, Hugh Wildman, today filed an application seeking permission for judicial review of the attorney's decision. And this is serious. And I do agree as it relates to where Hugh Wildman going on this particular matter. The land economist by profession is requesting several orders from the court, including declarations that the authority refusal to act on its complaints is unlawful, right, irrational, and void, an order of certiorari to quash the decision, an order of mandamus compelling the authority to refer the matter to the electoral court. Not my Jamaican people, this is serious. Now, Buchanan contends that the election was compromised by multiple irregularities, which we do believe it is true, based on evidence of voter suppression, the various means that use as voter suppression, intimidation, right, the purchasing of votes and all of that. We have seen Andrew Holness, right, we have witnessed that. We have evidence, we have video clips of him actively, right, at a particular PD, right, and where police was used, right, to basically, right, manipulated the process. Now, including double voting. People, you hear that? Double voting. They know that depends on the evidence that they collected to prove that. Voter intimidation, as I was talking about, and alleged tampering with ballot boxes, claims he says are supported by sworn affidavit submitted to the constituted authority. Then if all of these that we have seen here that Buchanan had spoken about, why did the constituted authority did not look on these, did not give ear to all these concerns based on sworn affidavit? Now, this is serious. This is serious, my Jamaican people. Responding to Buchanan's September 16 application, the constituted authority noted that he relied on the ground stipulated in Section 37, subsection E of the Election Petition Act, that there is an upsurge in violence or any irregularity during election day in one or more polling stations or polling divisions or in any electoral divisions or constituency, which would lead to a substantial distortion or subversion of the process of free and fair election. But the constituted authority, in its decision on October 1st, said after carefully consideration of the affidavits and relevant case law, it is not being carefully reviewed by them, corruption. It found that the evidence presented did not satisfy the standard contemplated by the wording of Section 37. And that is why, right, another court, right, is going to have now the opportunity to overlook, right, as it relates to the procedural conduct of that court, the constituted authority, who only tallied 7,054 votes to Buchanan 4,953. The margin of victory stirred wide public discussion because the JLP leader was trailing Buchanan by close to 100 votes after 87 of the 105 ballot boxes had been counted. And this makes sense for it to be looked into, right, people? Now, the 18 outstanding ballot boxes were from polling stations located at Seaward Gardens Primary, at an infant school. The director of elections confirmed. Right now, let us get now to the panel, and of course we are going to bring in Melting Pot. But before we bring in Melting Pot, my Jamaican people, trouble in the camp where Jamaica Labour Party is concerned. Now, Paul Buchanan is taking that further, right? And we are now anticipating now the ruling. So now, without any delay, let me bring in Melting Pot. So we are saying that Andrew Honest, you are still in the red. Now, Melting Pot.
Yeah, and by all means, Mr. Paul Buchanan have all rights to challenge them. Yeah.
Yes.
And how is it that the constituted authority, when say them not have sufficient evidence, yeah, in supporting Paul Buchanan claim? Of course, there's more than sufficient evidence.
I do believe so.
What we see, yeah, in terms of video, it shows on the day that not just this constituency alone was affected by voter suppression. And remember, the ink did leave the EOJ office. It was out there. There is a lot of video evidence show that vote buying was paramount on the day. Yeah. And you see the suppression of how slow the line was moving and how frustrated the PMP voters were.
Yes.
And barriers and all these things. We see even member of parliament who vote and was milling around in and out a polling station. So a lot of things. We know that Andrew Wallace closed down 3 polling division in our constituency. We know where the box take the route where it take. It is there. And it cannot be disputed because even confirmation from the police in regards to why they went that road to drop a female. Yeah. It sure said there was a lot of breach. We saw a video where citizen was chasing police people who were traveling with ballot box, which is not appropriate, should not have happened. Police must